Bienvenidos and welcome to VIVA MEDA 50, the annual celebration for the Mission Economic Development Agency. And thank you so much to Mariachi Nueva Generación for getting our program started. Can we get another round of applause for them, please? I am Maria Antonieta Mejia, and I am super honored to serve as your MC for this evening celebration. As a Univision 14 reporter, I have witnessed firsthand the great work that MEDA has done through the years. I can't get over how beautiful this space is. I hope that you appreciate it too. Did we bring the mission to City Hall or what? La misión está aquí. Se siente en el corazón. I hope that when you look around, you are inspired by the lights, the rich history of this space, and the opportunities to make our city even better. And you will be inspired, I am sure, of tonight's program. Our theme is particularly dear and special to us this year. Mission Roots, National Legacy. We are honoring our past and celebrating the audacious and bold future that is ahead for our Latino community and for MEDA. And by you showing up tonight, we know that you are united and aligned in our mission to build Latino prosperity, locally and nationwide. Es decir, construir la prosperidad latina. To further explain this vision, let's get started by welcoming to the stage MEDA's Chief Executive Officer, Luis Granados.
Welcome to Viva MEDA. It is so great to be welcome each and every one of you to MEDA's 50th anniversary celebration. Can you believe our little MEDA is turning 50? I am so grateful to be standing here as MEDA's Chief Executive Officer, a position I've held for 25 years. As we celebrate this important milestone, I want to reflect on a few questions. How did MEDA get here? Who is MEDA now? And what does it mean for MEDA to be 50 years old? MEDA's story is directly connected to how the Mission District has evolved and to the people who have shaped that mutual evolution. The Mission District and MEDA have been forever intertwined. But before I share more about MEDA and our trajectory, I'm going to take a moment of personal privilege to introduce my family. My entire immediate family is here tonight. First, we have my favorite cousin, Elena, and her wife, Cindy. Also with us tonight is my brother, Javier, and his wife, Isabel. Their children, Michael, Robert, Richard, and Adriana are also here. Michael is joined by his wife Yvonne and their 3 little ones. Then we have my brother Jorge, his wife Rosie, and their son Josh. Little Josh just turned 8 and is having his big birthday party this Sunday. My dad also made the long drive up here. Lastly, we have my wife Joanne and my daughter Anna. They care for me and regularly worry if I'm eating, sleeping, or if I'm stressed out. I wanted to mention all of them because they are the people who put up with me and sustain me outside of work. While not here, I know my mother would be so proud to see her family together tonight. Now, let's get back to MEDA and the Mission District, the central figures of tonight's celebration. During the 80s and 90s, the Mission District Latino population was growing, largely due to immigration from Central America, and arts and culture were flourishing. Yet, despite a growing population, San Francisco Latinos had little political representation or a public voice. The three executive directors who managed MEDA in that time period gave a voice to small businesses. They gave a voice to a thriving mission district. They gave a voice to Latinos in San Francisco. I am thrilled to share that those three cutting-edge individuals are with us tonight. Roberto Barragan, Ricardo Noguera, and Raquel Medina. Raquel hired me and taught me much about mission politics, about protecting MEDA, and about the importance of keeping family at the forefront. Raquel, Roberto, and Ricardo, please stand up so that people can recognize you. I became MEDA's executive director in the late 1990s. I showed up at MEDA with my shiny graduate degree, but without much of a clue as to how to manage an organization. Under my tenure, MEDA continued helping small businesses, but more and more businesses and families were coming to us because they were being evicted. This became a daily occurrence. Then MEDA actually got evicted. I remember that day all too well. We experienced some of the same trauma as many of our clients. It was demoralizing, humiliating, and it threatened our existence. At the same time, it motivated us to fight displacement. Despite the difficult circumstances, MEDA had to be responsive and bold. People were counting on us. We helped create the Mission Anti-Displacement Coalition to organize and advocate for policies to stop evictions. We protested the Planning Commission. We demanded accountability from the Board of Supervisors. We took over this city hall. Looking back, the 2000s was a hellish decade for the Mission District. When everything was said and done, about 8,000 Latinos, 8,000, and many businesses had been evicted. But by the end of that decade, MEDA was serving thousands of people, and we had bought our own building. We would never be evicted again. In the 2010s, the displacement crisis slowed down, and we were able to think more clearly, more audaciously. Jillian Spindle showed up from Chicago and led the way for us to amazingly win the Mission Promise neighborhood. Then Hurricane Caroline joined our team and whirled her way to become the most dynamic, affordable housing developer in the Bay Area. And then, oh my Lord, Nathaniel Owen willed us to become a community development financial institution. Finally, we now have the partnerships, the real estate, and access to capital tools to keep families, businesses, and our community partners in place. Combined, these strategies created an increased sense of stability and optimism in the Mission District. Then, we all know what happened in March 2020. We were again in a crisis. As Latinos accounted for nearly 50% of all positive COVID cases in San Francisco, MEDA, along with our many partners, immediately responded to this unprecedented emergency. We again reinvented ourselves to ensure that people were vaccinated, to keep people in their homes through millions of dollars in rental relief funds, and to keep businesses alive through millions of dollars in loans and grants. Our coaches put their own health and well-being on the line to protect and serve our clients. Much like in the 2000s, MEDA changed to meet the moment, but this time we did it from a position of strength. We had the vision, we had the capacity, we had the tools. Our evolution has been about much change and growth, and we could not have achieved it without our dedicated board and staff. I would not be standing here without them. Led by Board Chair Rafael Yaquian, our board of directors is made up of outstanding individuals whose engagement with MEDA is personal in how they care for our families and professional in how they guide MEDA. Can our board of directors stand up to be recognized? I also want to thank our MEDA team. They are innovative, driven, and fully dedicated to serving our mission community. It is a privilege to work alongside them because they are great people and good to work with. Can our staff stand up so that people can thank you for all your great work? But who is MEDA now? 25 years ago, when I started, we were an organization of four, serving a few hundred people per year, but we dared to become more. Now, every year, we directly serve over 17,000 people. And indirectly impact over 80,000. We have a housing portfolio of nearly 2,500 units. And I am happy to announce that thanks to Mayor Breed, we are acquiring 2 more buildings, totaling an additional 120 units. In addition, 100% of all our lending is to low-income individuals, and about 30% of our lending is to business owners who do not have documentation. and we have a default rate of less than 1%. But really, who we are comes down to the people we serve. These are people like Alicia from Alicia's Tamales, who received technical assistance, over $300,000 in loans, grew her business, and now makes over 250,000 tamales per year and employs over 20 people. Or Errol Hernandez, a single parent of a special needs child who, through our assistance, has gone from living in a shelter and now lives in an affordable apartment while his son's needs are met. We survived, we adapted, we responded, we innovated, and believe it or not, we have become an institution, a force for our community, for the Alicias, the Errols, and all the others we serve. So, what does it mean for MEDA to be a 50-year-old organization? It means that we cannot turn away from our responsibility to ensure that Latinos are able to call San Francisco their permanent home. It means that we must continue to imagine what could be and should be. Imagine that we stop and reverse displacement and bring back those 8,000 people who were displaced. Imagine that children in the mission have all the educational resources they need while their families are financially successful and have stable housing. Imagine that more and more Latino businesses are created and thriving, energizing and defining our commercial corridors. Imagine that Latino communities throughout this nation have the tools and capacity to support families, to provide affordable housing, and to grow and create businesses. But all work and no play makes MEDA grumpy. Being 50 years old also means that it's time to celebrate. That is what tonight is all about. We already heard the mariachi, and we have more great music by Vilma Diaz y La Sonora later tonight. We also have lots of good food and drink. And most importantly, we have our family, our friends, our clients, our partners gathered here to mark this important milestone. I hope you enjoy MEDA's 50th anniversary celebration. Que viva MEDA!